When you are prideful, you only limit your growth and your capacity. But when you are able to practice humility, there is no limit by what you can do. Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to my channel, a channel about real estate, personal finance, and business. In today's vlog, I will be sharing with you the 4 life lessons that I learned from the K-drama startup. But before anything else, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified if I have new videos like this one. Okay, so I am a big fan of K-drama and I really enjoy those kilig scenes and unusual storytelling that Koreans have a knack for. But this particular K-drama puts a different spin on the usual romantic storyline. So there are actual lessons to be learned from the K-drama startup. And not only life lessons, but business lessons as well. For those of you who are not familiar with this Korean drama, Startup tells the story of a young girl, Dal-mi, who dreams of hitting it big in the tech world. She has a sister who she shares bad blood with because of family history. It wasn't really their fault, but that's how it goes. And of course, she has 2 handsome leading men vying for her attention, just like any regular K-drama, Do-san and Ji-pyeong. So without further ado, here are the 4 life lessons that I learned from Startup. The first lesson that I learned from Startup is be resilient. Dal-mi's life had a rocky start. Her parents divorced, her dad died without realizing his dream of building a successful startup, and she had to drop out of college because her grandma had a hard time paying off her college expenses. Even though she kept on getting knocked down, Dal-mi always got back up until eventually she was able to start a company that got acquired for 3 billion won. It's the same with life. We fail, we cry about it, we get knocked down, but then we brush ourselves off and try again. Personally, I've had my fair share of being knocked down. When my husband and I started our traditional business, Gamers Enclave, which is a gaming cafe based here in Cagayan de Oro, we had problem after problem come at us. You know, it's what usually happens when you start a traditional business. It's like having a baby. In the beginning stages, you really have to take care of your business like a baby. You cannot leave it. But just because you have problems, you don't stop, you don't close, you don't stop operating. You just deal with the problems, fix it, and then, eventually you just learn to roll with it. You get accustomed to having problems. And that is what builds resilience. Being resilient is a key trait of successful entrepreneurs because we are always bombarded by all these challenges. And it's all these experiences combined that make us more resilient over time. As Michael Jordan once said, I have failed 99% of the time, and that is why I succeed. The second life lesson I learned from Startup is humility. When Samsung Tech got acquired and Dal-mi, as the CEO, lost her job, yes, she was hurt, she had a good cry, she was sad for a little bit, but eventually she dropped her pride, picked up her courage, and applied at her sister's company. And if you watch this K-drama, you will know that her sister is her arch nemesis. They had this long-standing feud. But there are times when you just need to do what you need to do. And since she no longer had a company to work for, she decided that the next step she needed to take was to apply at her sister's company. When it's necessary, we have to swallow our pride and just go do it, even though we don't want to. I believe that humility is the most important trait in growing one's character, because when you have it, you will always be able to grow and improve, because you will no longer be limited by your pride. It's also a hard trait to acquire, and the best way to learn this is by copying the ultimate model for humility, Jesus Christ. When you are prideful, you only limit your growth and your capacity. But when you are able to practice humility, there is no limit by what you can do. The next lesson from Startup is accountability. Samsung Tech made a mistake by not thoroughly reading the contract that they signed. And so even if they wanted to back out later on, they could no longer do so. And in life, it's the same, also in business. There are times when we mess up or when our subordinate messes up. And even though it's not our fault, we need to learn to be accountable. Some life lessons are harder and more painful to learn than others. But at the end of the day, we are 100% accountable. And the sooner that we embrace that, the sooner we can move on, the sooner that we can grow and improve ourselves, and the sooner we can achieve greatness. And the last lesson that I learned from startup, number 4, is forgiveness. When Dal-mi found out that Do-san lied to her, she got hurt and angry, and that's totally acceptable. That's totally normal, because if someone you love lies to you, you would be more hurt compared to if some random stranger lied to you, right? But eventually, she came around and forgave him. And in the same way, in life or even in business, there will be people who will hurt you, who will hurt us. They can be family, close friends, or business partners. And when this happens, we have 2 choices. We can either hold on to our anger and hurt ourselves in the process, or we can choose to forgive, restore, and grow the relationship. So it's up to us. These are the 4 life lessons that I really strive to apply in my own life as well, in my relationships, as a wife and mom, in business, and in real estate with my clients. And slowly I'm learning that even though the climb is slow and the path is full of challenges, someday I know I'll get there. After all, success is not a specific destination. True success is the person you become in achieving your goals. So that's it for today's vlog. I hope you learned something new today. Please comment in the comment section down below which of the life lessons you could relate the most to. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Till next time!